Hey you guys, take two. I'm doing another video, yeah. Um just in my video earlier, I was just clearing my throat too much. Why? I was just having too much mucus coming down my throat from my nose. I hope I don't start, having a little Tourette spasm there again in my second video because I was having Tourette's spasms in my first video. Yeah. I have Tourette's from drowning as a child, and I'll do that story. I'm gonna do that story. I promised one of my friends. It's just been hard for me to get to that story about my drowning story, but I just want to come to you guys, do little short stories about my life whenever I can possibly do stories for you guys. When I don't have any dolls that I purchased or anything I purchased at the stores, I thought I'd come to you guys and just give you some short stories about my life. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so here goes this little short story, and was maybe 5 years ago. I don't know. I'm dyslexic, and I just can't keep track of time, and I don't know exact dates of when the things happen, but I just can tell you stories that I experienced in my life. All right, you guys? All right. Okay. Well, we were living close to the train tracks, and it was here in South Sioux at 408 West 15th Street. It was me and my husband's first house that we had together. It's way before I had my child. Yeah. We were trying to have a child for the last time. But anyways, I'm getting off the story. Okay. One day I thought I'd test God. I don't know. I just wanted to test him, and I believe in God because I saw him as a child. But so then, one day I thought I'd test God, and I prayed to God. I never wanted this thing. I never wanted this animal. I was just testing God. So I prayed to God. I prayed one day, that to God that, if you're real, God, because I have doubts about you at times in my life. I know I saw you as a child, but still I have doubts. As anyone else would sometimes, getting depressed in their life, they have doubts from time to time. So one day I was praying to God, and I prayed to him. I said, so if you're real, show me you're real, And so I prayed, dear God in heaven, if you're real, show me something. I kind of wanted an iguana. I was kind of curious about those little creatures, well, big creatures, actually. I always wanted to hold one. Just hold one. So God, if you're real, I pray to God, why don't you just give me one? Put one in my backyard, I was saying that in my head. Put one in the back of my head, and I was saying a quiet prayer to God before I fell asleep. Show me you're real and put one in the back of my yard. So I can pick it up and hold it. Just to feel what they feel like, And snakes kind of creep me out, so I don't know. I think it was the next day or a couple days later. Guess what, you guys? Oh my God, you're not gonna believe this, but there was an iguana. There was an iguana in the back of my freaking yard. God showed me he was real, all right. He put that iguana in the back of my yard, just exactly as I asked him to. Isn't that the craziest thing? He put an iguana in the back of my yard just as I prayed for him to do it. I tried to grab that iguana, but it ran away from me. And you know what? When I did pick it up, it lost its tail. It dropped its tail. Its tail fell off, and so I put it back on the ground, and I had my husband call the animal, animal people, animal shelter or animal control, whatever you call it, to come and get that iguana because I didn't really want it. I was just testing God, you guys, to see if he would actually put an iguana in the back of my yard. Shoot. I've tried to pray for other things like money, and I have. Those stories are coming up about money, but he answered one of my prayers was about an iguana, you guys. Isn't that so crazy? There was an iguana in the back of my yard at 408 West 15th Street in South Sioux City. That's just so funny. That's the story I just wanted to tell you. All right. It actually happened, you guys. I found an iguana in the back of my yard here in South Sioux City at 408 West 15th Street, where I used to have my first house with my husband. Well, I gotta go. It's almost the 7-minute time limit up. Right. I just find that story so funny. And it happened, you guys. It really did. Gotta go. Bye. Love you. Peace out.